Good afternoon, dear students. Today I will discuss with you different principles of insurance. Before starting the topic, I will discuss again what is the meaning of insurance. Yes, students, insurance is a contract where one party promises to pay a fixed amount of money to other party on the happening of an event or at the expiry of period, whichever is earlier. And in return, other party means insured has to pay a fixed amount of money in the form of premium to the insurer. This is the meaning of insurance we have studied yesterday. Now I will discuss with you different principles of insurance which are applicable in the process of the insurance. So let's start with the first principle of utmost good faith. Yes, students, first principle is principle of utmost good faith. Regarding this principle, a term uber mei fide is used. This is a Latin term and the meaning of this term is contract of utmost good faith. It means insurance is a contract of utmost good faith. Both the parties, insurer as well as insured, should not hide anything from each other. Insurer should tell every fact related to insurance contract to the insured, as well as insured also should disclose each and everything about the property or about the person for whom he is taking insurance policy. Everything should be clear between insurer and insured. If any of the party is hiding any of the fact from other party, then insurance contract will be considered as void contract, means illegal contract. Suppose insurer is hiding any of the important fact regarding insurance contract from insured, and when insured will come to know about that thing, then insured can terminate the contract. And if insured is hiding anything about the property or the person for him he is taking policy, if insured is hiding anything about this thing from insurer, then insurer can consider that insurance contract as the illegal contract. Then nothing will be paid to the insured. In this way, we can say the first principle of insurance is utmost good faith. There must be good faith between insurer and insured. This is about first principle. Now, second principle is principle of insurable interest. Students, according to this principle, there must be insurable interest. According to this principle, insured must have economic interest in the subject matter of the insurance. Subject matter means property for which insurance is taken or the person for whom insurance policy is taken. Insured must have economic interest in the property or in the life of the person for whom insurance policy is taken. The meaning of economic interest is that even after taking insurance policy, insured want that his property or person should remain safe. Nothing wrong should be happened to the property or to the person for which he has taken policy. Like a father is having interest in the life of son. If father is taking insurance policy of the son, even after taking policy, he will not think that anything wrong will happen to the son. Even after taking policy, he will think that life of the son should be safe. This is called as insurable interest of father in the life of son. Like if you are taking insurance policy of your house, even after taking policy, you will not wish that anything wrong should be happen to your house. Even after taking policy, you will wish that house should be safe. So this thinking, this wish about your property is called as insurable interest in the property or the person for whom policy is taken. So this is all about second principle of insurable interest. Yes, student. Third principle is principle of indemnity. According to this principle, insured could be paid only the amount of actual loss, not more than that. It means if anything wrong is happening to the property for which he has taken insurance policy, only amount of actual loss will be paid by insurance company to the insured. Amount more than the loss cannot be paid by the insurance company. In any situation, insured cannot be benefited from the insurance policy. He will be able to get only the amount of actual loss, not more than that. Take an example. Suppose there is a person who has taken a policy of 10 lakh rupees for his factory, and after some time fire occurred to the factory and there is a loss of 8 lakh rupees. Now insurance company will pay him only 8 lakh rupees, not more than that. Even he has taken a policy of 10 lakh, even then company will pay him 8 lakh rupees only, because there is a loss of 8 lakh only. So this is the principle of indemnity says. Take one more example. Suppose a person has taken a policy of 10 lakh rupees for his factory, but after some time fire occurred to the factory and there is a loss of 15 lakh in the factory. In that situation, insurance company will pay him only 10 lakh rupees, because he has taken policy of 10 lakh only. So insurance company cannot pay more than that. So in both the situation, amount of actual loss or amount of policy, whichever is less, that amount is paid by insurance company to the insured. In first case, policy was of 10 lakh, loss was of 8 lakh. So less amount is 8 lakh. He will be paid only 8 lakh by the company. In second situation, policy was of 10 lakh, loss was of 15 lakh. So policy amount was less. So company will pay only 10 lakh rupees to the insured, not more than that. So this is said by principle of indemnity. Amount of actual loss or amount of policy, whichever is low, that will be paid by insurance company. Now students, I am moving to the next principle, that is principle of proximate cause. What happens students, when insurance policy is taken, in the insurance policy all the causes because of which loss can occur to the property are mentioned, and if loss is occurring to the property because of any of the cause mentioned in the policy, then only compensation will be paid by insurance company. And if loss is occurring to the property because of any cause which is not mentioned in the insurance policy, then this principle of proximate cause will be applied. Basically, this principle of proximate cause is used in case of marine insurance. So, there can be different type of insurance like life insurance, fire insurance, marine insurance. So, principle of proximate cause is applicable in case of marine insurance. So, and sometimes what happen, property is damaged because of the 2 or 3 reasons simultaneously. 2 or 3 reasons occurred simultaneously. Because of that, loss occurred to the property. Then in that condition, nearest cause will be identified. What is the nearest cause because of which loss has occurred? If that nearest cause is mentioned in the policy, then compensation will be paid by insurance company. Otherwise, no compensation will be paid by insurance company. So student, understand this principle with the help of an example. A person has taken marine insurance policy for the goods which were loaded in a ship, and such goods were going to another country. Sugar bags were included in such goods. So they were going to for the export. Then what happened? There were rats in that ship. Such rats have made hole in the ship, and from such holes water of the sea entered in the ship, and such sea water has made the sugar bags soggy and spoiled all sugar. Now the question is whether compensation will be paid by insurance company to the insured or not. So here there are two reasons. Sugar is spoiled by sea water or by rats. Then they will identify the nearest reason. Nearest reason is sea water. In reality, sea water has made the sugar soggy and spoiled the sugar, and damage by the sea water is mentioned in the marine insurance policy. So that insured will be given compensation by the insurance company. But if it would happen that sugar bags were directly damaged by rats, in such situation no compensation would be paid by insurance company, because spoilage by the rats, this reason cannot be mentioned in the insurance policy. So in this way, company will find out the nearest reason. If that nearest reason is mentioned in the policy, then according to this principle, compensation will be paid. Otherwise, not. So this is very interesting principle. Now I am moving to the next principle. Principle of subrogation. Students, this principle says that after receiving compensation from the insurance company for damaged property, all the rights on the damaged property will transfer to the insurance company. Like you have taken a insurance policy for your bike, and bike met to an accident and it is totally damaged. Then you have taken insurance policy in advance, you will get full compensation from the insurance company. Now you have received full compensation for your bike. Now all the rights on that fully damaged bike will be transferred to the insurance company. Now that bike will be sold by insurance company in the form of scrap, and whatever will be received by the selling of that scrap will be of insurance company. Why this is happening? Because if insurance company will not take custody of that bike, then you means insured, as insured got compensation. Now he will sell the bike in the form of scrap also, and he will earn profit. In the principle of indemnity, I discussed with you, no profit can be earned by insured. So according to subrogation, after payment of compensation to the insured, all rights on the damaged property will be transferred to the insurance company. Now company will sell it in the form of scrap and will get whatever will be received. This principle cannot be applicable in life insurance. Otherwise, it is applicable in all other kinds of insurance. Now, I am moving to the next principle. Principle of contribution. Getting insurance for the property or life from more than one insurer is called as double insurance. If anyone is taking insurance policy for his property from more than one insurance company, so it means he is doing double insurance. but he cannot be benefited by getting double insurance policies, because when there will be loss, all the insurance companies will make him payment in contribution, and amount of actual loss will be received only. Understand it with the help of an example. Suppose a person has taken insurance of his house of rupees 2 lakh from insurance company X. He has taken policy of 2 lakh from insurance company X, and he has taken one more insurance policy of 3 lakh rupees from Y insurance company. It means in total he has taken insurance policies of 5 lakh rupees. After some time, fire occurred to his house and there is a loss of 1 lakh because of fire. Now he will claim compensation from both the insurance companies. But both the companies will not pay him 1 lakh. Collectively, in a contribution, they will pay him only 1 lakh rupees. But the question arises, how much will be paid by X and how much will be paid by Y? So we have to calculate it. See, there is a formula for calculating amount to be paid by particular insurance company. The formula is sum assured with particular insurer upon total sum assured with all insurers into actual loss. So now we are calculating in the case of X. From X they got a policy of 2 lakh. So 2 lakh upon total amount of insurance from all the insurers is 5 lakh. So 2 lakh will be divided by 5 lakh multiplied by amount of actual loss. So amount calculated is rupees 40,000. It means 40,000 will be paid by X. Now see the case of Y. Policy taken from Y is of 3 lakh divided by amount of total policies 5 lakh into 1 lakh actual loss. Amount calculated is 60,000. It means Y will pay rupees 60,000. If we are combining 40,000 and 60,000, it means total 1 lakh is paid by X company and Y company. In this way, in a proportion companies are paying. So this is all about principle of contribution. One more thing I want to add here, this principle of contribution is not applicable in case of life insurance, because if in the case of life insurance a person is taking policy from more than one insurers, they will get full compensation at the time of death from all the insurers, full amount, right? This is all about principle of contribution. Now student, I will discuss with you last principle, that is principle of mitigation. Mitigation means minimization of loss. So, if a person is taking insurance policy for his property or for his life, then he at the time of loss, he should try to minimize the loss. Suppose a person has taken fire insurance policy for his house. Suddenly fire occurred to his house. Then at the time of fire, he should try to minimize the fire. He should call the fire brigade and try himself also to extinguish the fires. Suppose he is not trying, he is standing in a very relaxed mode that I have taken insurance policy, so no need to extinguish the fire, no need to protect the property. In such situation, his insurance contract will be considered as illegal contract, and insurer, it can happen, nothing will pay to him. So according to this principle of mitigation, even after getting insurance policy, at the time of loss, insured must try to minimize the loss. Otherwise, contract will be considered as illegal. So, this is all about principle of mitigation. कितना टाइम हुआ? So students, we have discussed different type of principles of insurance. So again I am going to revise one more time so that these will be clear to you properly, and these principles of insurance are very important topic from the examination point of view. So the first principle I discussed with you all, principle of utmost good faith. So this principle says that there must be good faith between insurer as well as insured. Both of them should not hide anything from each other. Second is principle of insurable interest. This principle says that there should be economic interest in the property for which policy is taken as well as in the life of person for whom policy is taken. Even after taking insurance policy, they want that their property as well as person should be safe. Third is the principle of indemnity. This principle says that by taking insurance policy, nobody can earn profit. They can get compensation only amount of actual loss. Amount of policy or amount of loss, whichever is low, only that amount will be paid by insurance company to the insured. Next principle, proximate cause. This principle says that only compensation will be paid if reason of loss is mentioned in the policy. If loss is occurring because of many reasons, then nearest reason will be find out, and if that nearest reason is mentioned in the policy, only then compensation will be paid, otherwise not. Next is principle of subrogation. This principle says that after making payment of compensation to the insured, all rights on the property will be transferred to the insurance company. Next is principle of contribution. This principle says that if anyone is taking insurance policy from more than one insurer, then at the time of loss, compensation will be paid by insurers in contribution. Some of the amount will be paid by one insurer and some amount will be paid by other insurers. So they will find out the proportion and accordingly payment will be done. Last principle I discussed with you, that is principle of mitigation. This principle says that even after taking insurance policy, insured should try to minimize the loss. Otherwise, his insurance contract will be considered as illegal contract. So students, this is all about principles of insurance, and I hope the topic is clear to all. And even then if topic is not clear to any of the student, they can discuss it right now, because this is very important topic. It must be clear to all. Thanks a lot students.